Okay, so real quick, we're going to get back into this, but I want to show you real quick what they're doing with this child support. Now, mind you, whenever I was arrested on when they come and got me with that child support warrant that I didn't have just a couple days before that when I finished probation and nobody had ever mentioned, and I paid my fucking child support. I paid my child support. That wasn't real. So anyway, I get here. I get these papers, and I'm going to flip my camera around here if I can. I can't. I'm just going to hold it up then. So this happened on the day of my final sentencing, okay? They changed how much I needed to pay on my child support. And right here is where it says how much is ordered to pay. I'm going to read it to you. It says, Letcher County Division of Child Support Enforcement, current support of $206.50 plus an arrearage payment of $40 for a total payment of $246.50. Now, for anybody that doesn't know, the arrearage payments is what goes back to the state to pay back like any KTAP or welfare assistance that anybody has drawn on that child. $40 of the $240 a month was supposed to go to the state. So the other $200 should go to my child, right?
She never got anything.
She's never got a dime.
Never got a dime.
Not one dime. She's 22, and I'm still paying child support. Kevin did lower it back down to $100 whenever I got out because I was unemployed and
well, see, that's the thing.
Trying to get on my feet and
people
stuff.
People don't understand. We're not dumb. We're not dumb people. I mean, look, I've been collecting files since 2006. I mean, you can show them. I don't care. This is files from 2006 from drug court and everything, and I've been really digging. I've been
People
quiet.
have been saving things for decades, for years.
I've been quiet and out of the way, but the whole time I've been taking notes and getting proof. And, you know, now I can speak because I know I have documentation to prove, you know.
To prove everything.
Everything.
Yeah. So another thing with this, with them raising it to $200 when I was sentenced and was sent to prison,
right,
is that amount keeps accumulating and adding to your debt. Plus interest.
So instead of, you know.
So I'm paying them all this money plus interest. Plus they have got me, gave me 5 years in prison and gave me life on parole. Literally life sentence for child support that I haven't, that I have paid.
So basically,
and that my child does not get.
Till 2029. 2099, sorry.
2099.
Which we ain't gonna make it.
2099.
You know.
Okay, well, if I never got any more income and wasn't able to pay more than my minimum amount,
right,
and every now and then we're able to squeeze a little bit extra in there, and like at tax time, but not often. Yeah. But even if I was paying that, I would be in my 70s before I got it all paid off.
Right, because you can't keep up with the interest on top of the payment and plus everything else going on. Yep. So you're paying into something that your daughter's never going to see.
Yep.
She isn't going to get.
And I'm still having to give her money too.
On top of it, yeah. She still has to be a mother.
She still has to be taken care of.
Right. She still has to be your mother and, you know, make
sure. So I'm paying the state for what? To punish me.
Yeah.
For something that I've never, that was never even a thing.
I mean, you know, if you hadn't been sent to prison.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I never should have been charged with child support to start with. No. At one point, they had me and Clarence paying each other child support. and paying the state arrears. Right. And we both had her. We lived together with her. And we had to go and take money orders, pay for money orders to mail each other, to mail child support checks to the state. Yeah. That they were supposed to turn around and return back to us somehow, but they never did. So we were both, it was lower back then. It was $60 each is what we paid. Well, but that was $120 a month off of our bills and out of our pockets whenever we had this little baby and we had custody of her. Yep. We had full custody of her. Yep. I drew a KTAP check on her when she was first born for like a couple of months, and they said that that's why I had to pay the child support back, was for that KTAP check. I thought welfare was welfare. I didn't know that that was loan.
Well,
they don't tell you that that's a loan.
You should have paid whatever you drew back, and it should have been the end of it.
Yes.
That should have
been the end of it.
Right.
And that's been paid back for years.
And best I remember back then, one child you only got like $180, $86, $89
a month.
A month.
Yeah. It wasn't much. It was like $186 a month.
Even if you drawed it for 6 months,
And I think I got like $50 in food stamps or something.
Well, yeah.
But I did get WIC and stuff. Well, it wasn't WIC back then with Leah. WIC hadn't started yet. That came whenever I guess it had started, but I didn't qualify for it at the time for some reason. And I had to do another program they had at the health department. The HANDS program.
Yes.
Where they just come and help teach you how to be a mom and teach you to do basic things and how to make playtime productive and language skills and things like that, which was wonderful. I loved my HANDS ladies that came out.
See, that's what I'm saying.
And Leah did too. And I did HANDS with my other girls too, with my twins.
Right. If you all would have had more support like that.
Yeah.
But, we could have prevented all this other stuff. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
There's
a better way.
There's such a need for counseling and real counseling.
Real counseling. Counseling is not going in with a group of people and talking. I mean, peer support is great and it has its place and it's useful, but that's not what people really need, like for long-term recovery and real inner work. Yeah. You got to do that shadow work. You got to get real with it.
Oh, yeah.
You got to get deep.
You've got to admit, I got an issue. I mean, like I told you before I went to campground, I sat there.
And admitting, saying, I have a problem, I'm an addict. That's a step. But you have to realize that you are an addict for a reason.
For a reason. Why?
Why are you an addict? That's what you have to work on. And it's like whenever I come off all them pills and stuff that the doctors had me on when I got real sick and started just going to the herbs and things. And I was like, why are they feeding us all these poisons and stuff whenever there are plants that do it 100 times better? It's so they want us in their system to keep giving them our money so that they can keep poisoning us and make us sicker. So we have to keep going back.
It's not so much our money; it's Medicaid.
The Medicaid money,
Medicaid money. You know, and the state.
And doesn't Medicaid cover the rehab now, like on the ARC programs and stuff? Because I know they do it some places. I wonder if Medicaid was paying for ARC rehab too, where they were embezzling all that money.
Because I mean, one time when Caleb went, there was this whole deal with. I mean, every time he went in jail, you had. Take him off food stamps. You have to, you have to do this whole process, even because you don't know how long they're going to be there.
Yeah.
Most people when they go to jail, they know I've got to serve 30 days or I got to serve 10 days or whatever. When you go in, you don't know.
No.
Until court, and they have.
And then you still might not know.
They'll push it.
Yeah.
And they'll push it. And they'll.
You'll be there 8-9 months before you even get a court date.
Right. And right there.
That's a full sentence too, by the way. Like 8 or 9 months in jail is how much did they give that chomo the other day? 6 months?
Oh no. You talking about the?
But they want to hold us down there for like 8, 9, 10 months.
You on
bullshit. I don't know whoever it was.
42 counts and.
Didn't Ben just get 6 months or something?
6 months. He served 6 months of what he done to all them women, and not just Sabrina and Jennifer.
No, there are many of us.
And the little man, he was friends with the Judge Mullins.
Mm-hmm.
He got 5 years ankle monitor, and it should have been.
And didn't he get conjugal visits in the county jail with his wife?
Ben did.
Ben Fields got county
his
visits
wife was working
with Angie Fields. Now let's talk about Angie for a minute. Okay, so that's bad enough, right? Okay, so I have seen that woman beat people up for sleeping with her husband. And her husband's a rapist. So,
not only were they victimized once.
By him.
They got victimized
So they get raped by him and then get beaten by his wife. Because of it.
Yeah, because he had interest in someone. Yeah. I mean, that's.
And now, didn't they promote her and give her a raise?
No.
I heard they sent her upstairs in the courtroom.
Oh, wait, but this is better.
Okay.
Now she's not a county employee. She's a state employee.
You got to be fucking kidding me.
No, she works upstairs with the new judge. She's a state employee, which means that her husband is probably getting state benefits.
Yep.
State benefits, his insurance and everything.
Getting state insurance and everything. How about that?
Sitting at home.
Sitting at home on house arrest with his lovely little wife.
Yep, who's now...
Who beats up the women that he rapes. And who is now a state employee.
And he's probably...
he's on her benefits.
He'd have to be. He's her husband.
Especially with him not working.
Yeah. See, it's things like that. It's things like that just...
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! What? You know, when
Okay.
you see corruption like that
So-
happen in front of you, what do you all think in jail?
Right.
When you all see things like that, what are you thinking in jail? Like, you know, he got.
I swear to God, what I was thinking is that I have stepped into a fucking twilight zone. This has to be a nightmare. This cannot be fucking real.
Yeah.
This cannot be real.
You know, you got 5 years for child support.
We
he
are
got
in
6 months for rape.
The 2000s here.
Yeah.
And this is still happening. It is 2025. Wake the fuck up, people. It's time to do something. We have to do something. We have to do something. And I wanted to show you this.
Okay.
Okay, so whenever you see reentry, when you're in prison, you see reentry before you leave. And like you work with them and do their classes and stuff, you know, to help you to reduce recidivism and get you back on the street and get you resources in order to succeed and not fail.
Right.
Okay, so here is my conditions of parole and stuff, my reentry plan from the prison. Okay, here is the guidelines. No contact with victims, no use of alcohol, must complete substance abuse program. I did that. And follow aftercare recommendations. I did all that. And now, mind you, I did the aftercare for the substance abuse program. Okay,
Explain
that's
that,
important.
How to make you go into
That's what I'm getting ready to show.
Okay.
So I did their aftercare for the substance abuse program. Everything that they asked. So must complete programs deemed necessary by Division of Probation and Parole. Must pay court-ordered restitution. Must seek mental health evaluation in the community and follow recommendations. So these are my guidelines that I was released from prison with. Whenever I get out of prison and go to the parole office, they give me new ones.
They made up.
They gave me new ones. They made up their own. Let's see. It says parole recommendations, special conditions, complete. Let me get this up here. Complete drug court. I can't get it to focus. Complete drug court program ordered by judge after I was already sentenced, after I was already released, served my time,
done your programs,
met all the guidelines, did all the programs, passed all their drug tests, and then I get out.
Keep you in the system. And
it says to enroll in and successfully complete the Letcher Circuit Drug Court Program. So I threw a fit in the parole office. I was so upset. I was like, this ain't right. I'm standing up for this. You can't do this to me. And my parole officer went in the back. I do have a good parole officer. Tanner Wharf is my parole officer, and he is a good one. But he went in the back, and he came back out a few minutes later and said he got a hold of somebody, and that they agreed that I didn't have to do drug court, but I would have to do the drug court aftercare program and check in every day with their worker and do their, let her ask you your million questions a day so that they can keep track of you. So they changed my sentence again. Like it just keeps happening. Like they just keep adding and adding and adding to it. And also, like my expiration dates and stuff are all different now than what they were then. And it's different on my timesheet than it is on anything else. So I don't know what's up with that.